I'm Father James from the Carmelite House of Prayer in Oakville, and I'd like to discuss some aspects of prayer with Father Edward. Father Edward was born over 70 years ago in Ireland. He has been in the Carmelite order for over 50 years, and he has been in California for over 30 years. So Father will have a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom to share with us. And we would particularly like to discuss with him the question of prayer. And Father, quite a few years ago, you entered the Carmelite order as a young man in Ireland. Why did you pick the Carmelite order? Or would you like to tell us about your vocation to this particular order?
Well, I suppose it's very hard to answer that question in a convincing fashion, except to say that I suppose our way of life, for all of us, is planned by God. And I often think of something that I saw on television in England a little while ago about Malcolm Muggeridge. He volunteered the kind of information that, together with what's happening in our ordinary life, there's another life process going on, a hidden process at work, and sometimes unknown to us, maybe also frustrated by us too, because we want to carry out what we think we should do, and yet this other life process is at work, and it has God for its inspiration and direction, and eventually that comes to the surface, and we begin to see things in retrospect then that was the way that God wanted it for us. That would be kind of a general remark. However, getting down to specifics, I can never remember a time when I didn't want to be a priest. I don't say that I wanted to be a Carmelite. However, when I was exposed to the Carmelite order a little through the services and the friendship of a nun of the Presentation order who knew my family, I began to take a great interest in the Carmelite order, although I have to admit that I didn't know very much about the life that Carmelites lived at that time, except that I knew it was more perfect than the normal way of life that a priest might live in the parish or in another religious order.